All right, guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing good. Welcome back. Going to be talking about the Summer Wells case again. I found something very interesting, and a lot of people have been asking me some questions. Oh, before I get started here, speaking of questions, since I done my live stream last night, people were like, "Don, how can we, donate to help support the channel? Help you grow the channel, whatever." There's two ways. I mean, if you want to, you can do, I guess, a super thanks in the comment section. Or you can, I guess, do like a PayPal thing, and I'll leave the my PayPal link in the description, so you can go find it down there if you want to. That's about the only two ways I know to do anything. So that out of the way, that question out of the way. The next question I had was, what do I think about the new private investigator? I think his name is Jason Jensen or something like that. What do I think about him coming out with a statement that he made in regards to the Summer Wells case? And what I will say is, number one, it's kind of interesting. Number two, the timing is kind of interesting. We're coming up on the 4-year anniversary. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the police, I'm going to watch how police kind of work things since this has been announced. And it got me looking into some stuff. So I went back, done some research, and it took me a while to find these video clips, but I finally found them. It really jumped out to me that two things happened on June 15th. And these are the two things that really now stick out to me. Here's the first one.
Well, there, Mo. So why would Don, in your opinion, call Candace while you're in the line at Walgreens to say there's some dude on the property wanting to touch the kid?
All right, there you have it. You have Don Wells calling Candace saying somebody's on the property wanting to touch the kids. Okay. And again, like Hunter said, how would he know that if he was supposed to be at work, right? Very interesting. And a lot of you guys think that they sold Summer Wells, right? Possibly sold her for drugs, whatever. I'm going to leave the scenarios up to you guys as to... Now, when I present everything to you, here's what I want you to do. After I present everything to you, I want you to comment after the video, after you watch everything on this video, comment and tell me what you think, if it's changed your opinion on, maybe what happened to Summer. But after I present this to you, let me know if you are still going down the route that you had all this time, or let me know if this kind of changes your theory on maybe a little bit what happened to Summer. So, yeah, Hunter says Don called Candace and said, there was a man on the property wanting to touch the kids. Creepy, right? Very creepy. But again, how would Don know that if he was at work? Okay, that is the first thing. That is the first major thing that happened on June 15th, right? The first major red flag to me that happened on June 15th. And then, unfortunately, we have this.
This is breaking news from News Channel 11. Right now, the search continues for Summer Wells, the missing 5-year-old girl from Rogersville. And breaking news this afternoon, that endangered child alert now upgraded to an Amber Alert by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. You're watching News Channel 11 at noon. I'm Cindy Kessler. 5-year-old Summer Wells has not been seen since last night. Agents from both the TBI and the FBI are investigating along with local authorities. Wells is roughly 3 feet tall, weighing 40 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing gray pants and a pink shirt. Now, she was reportedly last seen outside of her home in the area of Ben Hill Road and Beach Creek Road. Both crews have been searching on foot and with helicopters since last night. News Channel 11's Kate Nemrich joins us now live with the very latest details. Kate, what do we know so far?
Sydney, an Amber Alert was issued for 5-year-old Summer Wells just about an hour ago. Around that time, we started seeing helicopters circling once again, searching for her. Now, the road, Ben Hill Road, where she lives and was reportedly last seen, remains closed at this time. Ansley Daniels is also on scene with me, and she just drove past that scene a few minutes ago, where there are plenty of emergency responders present, the TBI, FBI, Hawkins Sheriff's Office, Hawkins Emergency Rescue, Kingsport Life Saving Crew, Bristol Fire, and many more. We're a few miles down the road at Solomon's Temple Baptist, where they have placed balloons in their prayer garden for Summer. They say Summer and her family used to attend this church, and she and her siblings did programs here.
She's a sweetheart. She's just a tiny little thing, and we all love her to death, and just hoping that everything turns out to the good here today.
Daughtry hopes to release the balloons once Summer is found. They are planning a prayer vigil for later this afternoon, but at this time they have not released the details. Again, this has been upgraded to an Amber Alert. 5-year-old Summer Wells has been missing since last night. Live in Sullivan County, Kate Nemrich, News Channel 11.
Kate, thank you. Now, take another good look at this photo here of 5-year-old Summer Wells. A few photos there running on your screen right now. Anyone who has information about this little girl's whereabouts is asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND, or you can email a tip to tbi@tn.gov. We also have all of this information posted on our website. That's where we'll also post any updates and details to WJHL.com.
All right, so that is one of the very first news or breaking news segments in regards to Summer Wells going missing. Like I said, it took me, I had to dig and dig and dig. I finally found it. But that is, you're looking and listening, you just watched one of the very first breaking news segments of Summer going missing. Like they said, the endangered child alert just got upgraded to an Amber Alert like an hour before they went live. So that was very, very, I mean, that was like in the heat of everything, right? Had helicopters still flying. I mean, everything was, the search was, rapidly expanding. I think maybe the FBI had just come in. TBI had been there since maybe that evening. Crazy, guys. So the way I wanted to present this to you was two things happened on June 15th. Dawn calls Candace and says, there's some guy on the property wanting to touch the kids. And then Summer goes missing. Now, I myself could put out some theories, in my opinion, right? But I want you guys, after listening to all this, I want you guys to go in the comment section and tell me what your theory is. Are you still sticking to your theory? Does this make your theory change? Right? Is this possibly related to the information that the new PI has received? Okay. Now, I'm going to hold off on my thoughts and comments on the new PI and, you know, him injecting himself into the Summer Wells case this close to the 4th anniversary. What does trouble me, though, is this person that reached out to the PI. They've had this information almost 4 years. Yeah, they're going to get some backlash. I mean, if this is true and not a publicity stunt, yeah, they're going to get some backlash. They definitely going to get some backlash. They can say they didn't trust this person, they didn't trust that person. I mean, do you not even trust the FBI? Right? So my reservations in the whole stuff about the new PI and the information he received is the person that held this information for almost 4 years. That's what I have reservations about. So let me know if you're in agreement with me. Do you think that it's a shame that this person, and I'm not looking to make anybody look bad. Like I said, my days of bashing are over. But it's really heartbreaking if this is true, that someone held on to this information for 4 years. If this is true. So anyway, guys, just to recap, you know, it's very interesting that Candace gets a call about someone up on the property, some guy up on the property wanting to touch the kids, and that same afternoon, Summer Wells goes missing. The Summer Wells case going on 4 years. There's been so much speculation, so many people injecting themselves into it. There's been so much sad stuff that we've witnessed in this on YouTube involving, you know, the family. Just and so much sad stuff surrounding people that knew the Wells, you know. Poor Allison, Leslie, Jose. Just, yeah, it's bad, guys. It's a really sad situation. So let me know in the comments what you think. The way I put this together for you, are you still on target with what you think, or has this swayed your opinion and your theory on what may have happened to Summer Wells? Let me know what you think. I'm going to do a follow-up on this video tomorrow. I'm going to be sleeping on this tonight, running a few questions through my head, just analyzing this very, very hard. Because there are some scenarios that involve this that I'm going to think hard on tonight, and I'll do a video on that tomorrow evening and drop it tomorrow evening. It's very interesting also how Candace says nobody would have treated her that way as long as I was around. So where were you, Candace? That's just my question. I mean, I think all the stuff that we may have heard, that, you know, I think all the information Candace gave us as to what happened, you know, when she got back home with Summer, I think, you know, it's not 100% truthful. And again, it really, it breaks my heart to hear the sheriff say that they quit cooperating. And, you know, that was like, what, 2 years ago? And, you know, the Wells camp apparently have done nothing to make the police make a public statement and say, okay, yeah, guys, you know, we just wanted to say that the Wells now are cooperating with the investigation. you know, hopefully we can move further along on this investigation now that they're cooperating, and, you know, yada yada yada. But that's not happened, and it's very heartbreaking. And it's also heartbreaking that Don said that it's best that the police go through his private investigators. I've got a lot to talk about, guys. I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of insight to talk about. I'm going to be talking about his private investigators. All these are going to be separate videos. I would love to hit on all of it in one video, but you know, each one has its own specialized topic that I want to hit on. And I mean, maybe the Wells camp will respond to some of this and say, yeah, I mean, yeah, let me explain this. I know this doesn't look good, but let me explain why. You know, would love to hear from the Wells camp on a few things. So I'll be doing some videos later on, specified to certain topics and certain questions. So stay tuned for that. But go ahead and drop in comments. Let me know what you think. And y'all take care. I'll see you on the next video.